about matter in our surroundings. This is the first chapter in 9th standard chemistry. First we are going to talk about first topic is physical nature of matter. First of all, we need to know what is matter. We need to know what is matter. Matter is anything that occupies space, has some volume. Matter is something that occupies space, has some volume, and when it occupies some space and it has some volume, definitely it's going to have some kind of density attached to it, some mass attached to it, that we call as matter. There are many things around us that we can call as matter. For example, your things in the classroom or in your households, you can call them as matter. You can list a lot of things that you can call as matter. For example, chair on which we sit, air that we breathe in, that we call as matter, the water that we drink, that we call as matter, and the fuel such as petrol, diesel, kerosene, these are all matter. Why they are called as matter? The reason is they are occupying space, have some volume, and they also have density and mass. That's why they are categorized as matter. So, now physical nature of matter. Physical nature of matter means how it exists in nature. Physical nature of matter means how matter exists in nature, or what forms or states it exists in nature. So the first thing that we are going to see is particles. Matter is made of particles. Matter is made up of particles. How do we say that matter is made up of particles? We say that matter is made of particles because the continuity, if it were a continuous substance, if matter were a continuous thing, if we break it by applying force or any kind of thing, it would have broken down and it would have finished completely. But we can see that, for example, if we see water as an example for matter, if we break the stream of water flowing out from a tap, If we break the stream of water flowing out from a tap, then what happens? It does not stop there. The flow of water does not stop. Just that its direction will change. Whereas if we break a balloon, if we have a balloon, if we burst the balloon, then the air inside that will completely go out and we will not have any shape, any air inside the balloon, and it will be completely subsided. Because if it were not made up of particles, it could have been completely destroyed if pressure was applied on it, or if some kind of heat was applied on it, it would have completely disintegrated into air or into the universe. So matter is made up of particle. You can see that if you could touch a brick, pick up a brick, you can see if you break it down, if you apply some pressure on the brick, it will break down into small pieces, and within those small pieces there will be powdered form of that brick. That means that this shows that those small particles are the building blocks of that brick. Also you can see that water contained in a can, if you just put a hole in the can, if it's a plastic can, very easily, if you can put a hole in the can, it will allow the water droplets to come out of that, and when water droplets come out of that, it will lead us to a conclusion that the matter that we are discussing, that is water, is made up of particles, because small droplets of water accumulate and they form water in 1 liter or 2 liter capacity, whatever we are needing or whatever we are going to store like that. The next matter is made of particles. If you could see example of gases. Gases are also made up of small particles of gas molecules. For example, LPG gas, you might have seen, you might have observed in your household that when LPG gas is leaked out from the gas stove, somehow that gas, we can smell it, and we are also able to observe that the gas is coming out of that container and spreading everywhere. If it were a continuous thing, the gas that was coming out from the cylinder would not come out in small fractions, but it would have come out completely, and we would not have been able to control its exit from the cylinder. That is the thing that is causing us to believe that matter is made up of particles, be it solid, liquid, gaseous. All kinds of matter is made up of particles. It is made up of particles. So one activity we had to do here, that is take 100 ml beaker of Take 100 ml beaker like this, put some water in it, put 50 ml water in it, and put some amount of sugar in it. Put some amount of sugar in it. If you put some amount of sugar in it and stir it with a glass rod, what will happen? The glass rod will allow it to be shaken up, and at one point, slowly you will observe that there are very small sugar particles, and at one point, gradually the size of the sugar particles keeps on reducing. At one point, the sugar particles will become very small in size, and gradually, finally, they will be having zero. There will be zero sugar particles, but we can observe that they have disappeared within water, and they have disappeared within water, and this has happened due to the fact that the sugar crystals are made up of small particles. The sugar crystals are actually aggregation of small sucrose particles, sucrose molecules. It is an aggregation of sucrose molecules together to form your sugar crystals. This is one example. There are many such activities that you are going to see in this chapter. Very interesting. This activity you can do at your home also. नींबू पानी बनाते वक्त many a times you might have observed, नींबू पानी बनाते वक्त सबसे पहले क्या करते हैं आप? You take a jar of water, jar filled with water, and within that what you do, you add some amount of sugar to it and start stirring it. उसको शेक करते रहते जब तक कि शुगर कंप्लीटली डिसअपियर ना हो जाए. डिसअपियर हो गई, उसके बाद क्या करते कि यू जस्ट टेक अ सिप आउट ऑफ इट एंड यू अंडरस्टैंड दैट इट इज द स्वीटनेस that we intended has been achieved or not. The sweetness that we intended has been achieved or not. ये हम देखकर फिर हम क्या करते हैं? We go on and add lemon juice to it and so on and so forth as we desire. Okay? Next. Now, we have established through this activity that matter is made up of particles, but we still do not know how, what is the size of the particles. We still do not know what is the size of the particles. So that we are going to see now. What is the size of particles? How small or large they are. Size of the particles. We want to know the size of the particles, how small or big they are. Then how we are going to arrive at that? So, very interesting experiment that we are going to do here today. That is, we are going to take one beaker. In that, we have 100 ml water. We drop a few crystals of KMnO4 potassium permanganate. We will drop a few crystals of potassium permanganate here. So small crystals will be there. 2 to 3 crystals are also enough. You can do this experiment in the laboratory. Very interesting experiment. You can see when you drop a few crystals of potassium permanganate in 100 ml of water, it becomes completely purple in color. Dark purple color it will have. It will achieve a dark purple color. You have few more beakers here, and you have to do a few iterations of what we are doing here. First, see, you have taken 100 ml water and you have added some crystals of potassium permanganate here. Now it has become water solution of potassium permanganate. What we are doing now next is we are going to add this, just 10 ml of this, 10 ml of potassium permanganate solution and 90 ml of water. 10 ml of this solution, 90 ml of water. So you can observe that the color here, the color of the solution, potassium permanganate solution, will be slightly lighter in color now. Again, we are going to see what we are going to do. We will take another test tube. From this solution of 100 ml, 90 ml water, 10 ml KMnO of 4 potassium permanganate. So this 100 ml, we are going to take 10 ml from this and we will use that here. We will use that here and we will have what here? 10 ml KMnO of 4 and 90 ml water. But remember one thing here. Please bear in mind one thing here. 10 ml water, फर्स्ट में क्या था? 10 ml वाटर, 90 ml KMnO4. अब यहाँ पे 90 ml वाटर है और इसका 10 ml है, यानी एक्चुअली KMnO4 कितना है? जस्ट 1 ml. बाकी का 99 ml वाटर है, 1 ml KMnO4 है. तो यहाँ पे जो रेशियो थी वाटर इज टू KMnO4, यहाँ पे 9:1 की रेशियो थी, यहाँ पे वो रेशियो हो गई 90:1, 99:1 हो गई यहाँ पे रेशियो. सॉरी, यहाँ पे 9:1 थी, यहाँ पे 99:1 हो गई रेशियो. अब हम क्या करें कि ये KMnO4 यहाँ से तो निकाले, यहाँ से थोड़ा सा KMnO4 लिए और इसको इसमें यहाँ पे 90 ml वाटर जो था, 90 ml वाटर और यहाँ से जो सोल्यूशन आया 10 ml diluted, DIL means diluted KMnO4 solution that is coming out from here. यहाँ से आने वाला diluted KMnO4 solution ये 10 ml और उसके साथ 90 ml वाटर है. तो क्या हुआ? कलर और लाइट पर्पल हो गया, कलर और लाइट पर्पल हो गया और इसका कलर और लाइट होता गया, हल्का पर्पल कलर होता गया. और ऐसे अगर और 7 to 8 इटरेशंस आप करेंगे, एक पॉइंट ऐसा आएगा जहां पे यू विल नॉट फाइंड एनी कलर इन द सॉल्यूशन. दैट मीन्स दैट इज द लिमिट और दैट इज द साइज ऑफ द KMnO4 particles. That is the size of the KMnO4 particles. That is potassium permanganate particles. The size है. So these are the ways in which we can understand the size of particles of matter is very extremely small. That we are adding KMnO4 here, and we keep adding KMnO4. हम जब यहाँ पे पोटेशियम परमैंगनेट ऐड करते गए तो ऐड करें यहाँ पे पहले इस एक्सपेरिमेंट में हमने क्या किया कि पहले हमने 100 ml वाटर में थोड़े से क्रिस्टल्स KMnO4 के डाल दिया। उसके बाद हमने क्या किया कि क्रिस्टल्स डालने के बाद उसको अच्छे से शेक किया। शेक करने के बाद क्या हुआ कि वो एक सोल्यूशन बना, पोटेशियम परमैंगनेट का वाटर सोल्यूशन बना। उसके बाद क्या हुआ, इस सोल्यूशन में से हमने 10 ml लिया, 10 ml लेकर यहाँ पे ऐड किया। यहाँ पे कितना था, ऑलरेडी 10 ml KMnO4 था। पूरे 100 ml सोल्यूशन में 10 ml KMnO4 था। इसमें से हमने क्या किया कि फिर 10 ml टोटल सोल्यूशन में से KMnO4 10 ml ले लिया, 10 ml यहाँ पे ऐड किया, 90 ml वाटर था। तो KMnO4 की कॉन्सेंट्रेशन यहाँ पे क्या हो गई, 99% वाटर, 1% KMnO4। फिर हमने क्या किया, फिर से इसका 10 ml यहाँ पे लिया। जब हमने इस सॉल्यूशन का 10 ml यहाँ पे लिया तो एक्चुअल में हमने क्या किया कि 99.9% water is there and just 0.1%, 99.9% water is there and just 0.1% KMnO4 is there in this solution finally। और इसके आगे और 2-4 इटरेशन या 8 इटरेशन हम अगर करते हैं तो हमको ये पता चलता है कि KMnO4 कंप्लीटली डिसअपियर हो गया और कलर वाटर सोल्यूशन का 100 ml वाटर सोल्यूशन का कलर कंप्लीटली कलरलेस हो गया। वहां पे कोई भी पर्पल कलर का पैच नहीं रहेगा, कोई भी पर्पल कलरेशन उस सोल्यूशन में नहीं नजर आएगा। एंड दैट शोज अस कि दिस वे, एक तो ये प्रोसीजर जो है इसको डाइल्यूशन कहते हैं। दिस प्रोसीजर इज कॉल्ड डाइल्यूशन एंड दिस आल्सो प्रूव्स दैट the particles of matter are very small in size. Particles of matter can be very small in size. This we have learned from this activity. Furthermore, we are going to see just in a moment. Utilizer, instead of potassium permanganate, you can also utilize Dettol, or you can also utilize lemon juice. Like for example, if you take 3-4 lemons juice at once, and if you taste it in a cup of water, if you pour in 3-2 lemons extract juice, 3-4 lemon juice, then you will understand that it is very sour, बहुत ज्यादा खट्टा होगा। अगर आप वही पानी को आप क्या किए कि वही लेमन जूस को आपने 4 ग्लास पानी में आपने मिक्स किया, तो यू विल फाइंड दैट इट गेट्स लिटिल सार, द अमाउंट ऑफ sourness will be lesser in that case, and that proves that the particles of citric acid will be very small in size, and that is to say particles of matter are very small in size. Particles of matter are very small in size.